Merry Christmas everyone, and as we say in Sweden, God Jul. Now, what a year it has been, huh? Oof, a lot of things has happened, a lot of things have not happened. I mean, in a few years it will be like this. Tell me about the great famine of 2020, Grandpa. Oh, you should have been, wish you would have been there. It was looting and people were crazy for toilet paper. I mean, they were looting and hoarding it and oh my God, they were hoarding it. People were sneezing and coughing and sometimes and some people were just crazy and jumped and ran and screamed at you for being outside. You were being arrested for being outside, and man, it was crazy. Some people are nuts. You said it, Sonny. Oh, now I'm gonna go to bed. I'm never gonna wake up again. Something like that. Now, the year for me has been, well, not too bad. Well, let's see. Been working, studying, done some videos. Let's see. Well, not much else, but of course I've been playing plenty of good games. And here are some of my own gaming highlights of the year. Now, some of these are things I just recently did, or games that I just really like that has been released this year, or they are just things that I have done in games that are from before, that are not from the games that has not been released this year. They have been released earlier, but I have had some fun with them this year as well. Like, shall we start with Portal Knights? Love that game, been playing it this year as well. Not so much as I would have liked, because kind of fresh out ideas for my village, and partially also because my village is kind of loading a bit weird. So I might be making another village, or not a village, but something else on another island, because I think my island is getting kind of full now. But I still love Portal Knights. It's a great game, and I will continue playing it for as long as I like. Well, that's kind of obvious. Well, moving on. Another game I've been playing kind of much this year is, of course, Swordsman VR. With a reason, just today on Christmas Eve, fun fact, we Swedes celebrate Christmas on Christmas Eve, so on the 24th actually. But today, the 24th of December, the Claus update released, at least here in Europe, and I tried it. Didn't really complete it, but I will be getting into that as soon as I can. But this day is a bit full because me and my older brother is the one hosting the Christmas dinner for my mother and younger brother. So yeah, yay! Gotta cook that food. But moving on from Swordsman again. Another surprise game that I really like this year, is Hades, the roguelike action indie game that released on the Epic Game Store last year, I believe, or was it earlier this year? Anyway, it was released on Steam this year, and I bought it a few weeks ago, and I really like it. It's a bit different, but also very familiar to the ones who've been playing roguelikes like that before. But I like it. It flows very well, and you really get the sense of this is my favorite weapon to use, because I like that. The weapons feel play it differently. I might be making a review of that game in a not too distant future. Another game I've of course been playing a lot of is Ghost of Tsushima. It's the game of the year for me. I love that game. Some things are very frustrating, but that's mostly because of my short temper with games and some of the mechanics that are in too many RPGs or third-person action games today. Now, I love that game, and the multiplayer just added a lot more to the game, and I love that. And speaking of that, there's an event in that game that I should get into so that I can earn some interesting things. I wonder what that ended. Oh well, I'm not getting into that again because it's a great game and it's a must-have if you have a PlayStation 4. Check out my video on it because I've done a review, and I also did a what is next for the Ghost of Tsushima developers. Now, moving on to the next game, it's Astrobot Rescue Mission, because I did a video earlier this year, not too long ago, about a challenge run, and I had so much fun with it that I'm diving into that again. And I also dived in again and actually completed the story because I got stuck on the last boss, and it kind of died down the enthusiasm for the game when I got stuck. So then I almost forgot about the game, and then now I went back and did the challenge run. I had so much fun that I completed the game actually. So yay me! As for the next game, well, what do we have? Oh, of course, we do have... What did I write? As for the next game, we have Immortal Phoenix Rising, the latest game from Ubisoft. Now, I did buy it... did pre-order actually, and I like the game. It's really interesting. It's a beautiful game. It has some nice mechanics, some not so nice mechanics, some really frustrating mechanics, some really frustrating dungeons, vaults, whatever you want to call it. But I like the game overall. It has a nice flow to it. I like the integration in combat with the abilities and so on and so forth. There are some frustrating things that I think is just ridiculous, but more on that in my review that will be coming out as soon as I get it done. Well, as for the next game, yeah, there are a lot of VR games that I've played this year, so my next thing that really opened me up, I think, is Skyrim VR, because I played Skyrim on flat screen, and that game is incredible. A lot of annoying bugs, but it's an incredibly ambitious game. It's big, and it's very interactive, and it looks great. Even now the graphics are a bit old, but it still looks good. And playing it in VR was totally different experience. I did not expect the difference it was, but man, everything is so much bigger. Like, way bigger. That was kind of amazing, actually. But I think that will do for my short list of games that I've really enjoyed this year, because I don't want to stand here and brag and prattle on about that all day. But what are your games this year that you really enjoyed? Now, I know the year isn't over. There's still a week left of the year, and we got, well, no game releases, but we got of course, the Christmas sale and after Christmas sale and whatever else they can think of, and there are still plenty of games to find out and play before the year is over. I will probably make a video on New Year's Eve as well. Now, another thing that's been going on this year is, of course, my PlayStation VR immersion experience that I have had. Haven't had it for a year yet, but man, PlayStation VR is the newest thing for me this year, and I love it. It's a totally different experience, and it opened up a whole new library of games and experiences. And I couldn't be happier about it. Now, of course, I should mention that PlayStation VR has its quirks that should be worked out. We all hope for a PlayStation VR 2 coming out. Well, not as soon as possible, but as soon as they're ready at least. So I'm keeping my hopes up for that in at least maybe late 2021, who knows? But I'm guessing it's gonna be 2022 at the earliest for the PlayStation VR 2. Now, what else has happened this year? Oh yeah, my channel has been growing a little bit. Now, I'm a very small channel, of course, but I don't do this for views. I do this because I like it. I like recording, the editing, and the publishing. Now, the publishing is more of a... I mean, why make videos if you don't want to share them? Just have them lying around on your hard drive? No, why not share it? Why not? I mean, it doesn't take up a lot of my time. Well, the publishing doesn't. The recording and the editing takes up a while, but I love this hobby. It's relaxing just sitting there and editing things, except when things don't go your way, but well, all hobbies has its ups and downs, I think. Anyway, the channel has been growing, and all is of course thanks to you guys, all you viewers, and all you who are listening to me platter on about things and life and universe, and of course all my gaming news and all that I'm talking about. Now, I love doing this, and I will continue to do this for as long as I can, and as long as I want. Who knows? The interest might die down, but I hope that it won't, because I love doing this, and I will continue doing this. Well, that has been my year this, well, up until now at least. So, what's been going on with you guys? Anything really exciting? Well, put it in the comments below if you want, and we'll see you some other day, I hope. Now, let's hope the future is brighter, and that 2021 will be something different because of this, C virus thing. But I've been Zwippie92. Have a great life, and I hope to see you in future videos. And Merry Christmas, everybody! Or Feliz Navidad, or God Jul, or... No other language. I wish I had some Christmas music to add here to this. I wish I had a Santa Claus one. Details. It's all in my heart anyway. So again, Merry Christmas from me and my friends. Because I don't have any real ones. Now I'm sad. Bye.